I became a full-time music producer in 2019 after serving 4 years in the military. I have 3 habits for you guys to have the same success I did as long as you apply yourself. My first habit to becoming a full-time producer is learning how to say no. I'm a fun guy, but back then, I had to say no. My friends would ask me to go out, my family would ask me to do things with them, and I was trying to accomplish a goal of mine, which was learning how to make beats. I wanted to spend my time learning the program and doing all of these other things as far as learning beats, so I had to tell them no. I couldn't go out every weekend. I couldn't kick it and, you know what I'm saying, drink with my homeboys. I had to work, and that's cool because we're trying to accomplish a goal. We're trying to become a more successful producer and really make this our job. So I was focused on doing that, and it helped me because I stayed focused. And now I have plenty of time to go hang out with my friends and do what I want to do because I spent years sacrificing. You might have to go out one weekend out the month instead of all 4. You might not be able to go out any weekends because you're locked in and you're working and you're trying to accomplish your goal, and that's perfectly fine. I'm not saying sacrifice your whole social life because you do need balance, but when we're trying to become the best version of ourselves and a producer in this standpoint, you have to dedicate your time to your craft, and that's going to come with telling some friends and some family members no. My second habit to becoming a full-time producer: never stop learning. Even today, I watch a lot of tutorials. I watch videos before I go to bed, whether it's making beats, learning how to work with new technology, recording videos, etc. I never stop learning, and I have not stopped learning since I picked up FL Studio in 2016. I've had some producers ask me, like, is there anything else I need to learn? Yes, there's plenty that you need to learn. You might be good at making trap beats and you want to go make R&B beats, but you have no idea. You have to go learn. Or maybe the trend that's going around, you might be stuck with one lane, and now because you stop learning, you can't master the other lane and you get left behind. That is not how you succeed and make this a full-time job. You must continue to learn. You must continue to work on your craft. Every night I go to bed, I have on YouTube and I have on a tutorial where I'm learning new things and new skills, because music is going to keep evolving and I want to evolve with it, and I love learning. So for the guys out there that feel like they've learned too much, that is the wrong mentality to have. You can continue to learn every single day. When I was in the military, I spent 1 week learning. So I would be on YouTube watching the tutorial videos, and then for the next week, I would go and I would practice all the skills that I learned, and I kept that going until I became a better producer. Then I took those tools and I started putting my beats out, because I was just learning, then I would go practice. I would learn, then I would practice, and eventually I became confident enough to put my beats out there. My third and final habit to becoming a full-time producer is practicing patience. When I got out of the military and I didn't have a job, I was getting paid from the government to go to school. So while I was doing that, I was posting beats on YouTube pretty much every day, and it was slow growth. A subscriber here, a subscriber there. I wouldn't get a sale for about like a week, 2 weeks. It could be 3 weeks sometimes, but I never gave up. I stayed patient, and I knew that my plan was I was not going to stop going to school until I was making about double what the government was paying me, and they were giving me about like $2,000 a month around that time. But I stayed patient. I kept working, and I developed a plan, and I didn't quit. We as producers quit so fast when we don't see a dollar, or if we don't see just immediate progress, and that is not the way to go. Rome wasn't built in a day. You cannot just quit because you spent a month on something, 2 months on something. Things like this take time. Producing as a career takes time. We have to be very patient in our work field, and that's really anywhere else. You have to become patient. You cannot be an impatient person anywhere you go. If you get hired somewhere and you're an impatient person and you love to just rush people and do everything like that, you'll get fired. It's like the same thing with producing. We can't quit. We have to keep going each and every day, no matter how hard it gets. You're going to fail. There is no success without failing. So you have to keep going, stay patient, and keep working towards your goals. And that concludes my 3 habits to becoming a full-time producer. Saying no to friends and family, continuing to learn the craft of producing, and practicing patience are 3 things that can help you to achieve your goal of becoming a full-time producer, as long as you exercise these 3 things every day. Coming from the military, I had big struggles. I was away a lot for months. I couldn't make beats every day because I had to work, especially on the ship and things like that, but I never gave up. I always knew that this is what I wanted to do for my career and for life, and I kept going at it until I was at the position that I'm in now. And you guys can do the same thing. So after watching this video, I really want you guys to look yourselves in the mirror and tell yourselves that you will do this and that you will be the best producer that you could possibly be, and maintain that positivity. I appreciate y'all for watching. Leave a like and subscribe. And I love y'all. I see y'all.